I'm Mysko, and this is FractionalOS, where systems build predictable pipelines for fractional executives. Most fractional executives under-earn, and it has nothing to do with skill. You've led the teams, you've scaled the companies, and you've delivered results that have added millions in value. But when it comes to selling your own expertise, you end up quoting an hourly rate, and the founder's eyes glaze over, and you walk away wondering, did I price that too low or too high? If that sounds familiar, it's not because you're bad at business. It's because no one ever showed you how to package what you do into a system clients can instantly say yes to. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to package and price your expertise using the FractionalOS system so that you can charge confidently, deliver consistently, and get your next client without awkward back and forth over rates. Inside of FractionalOS, packaging and pricing fall under our second pillar, packaging. Think of it as the bridge between positioning and promotion. Once you know who you serve and what results you deliver, you have to translate that into a clear outcome-based offer with pricing that reflects the value of your system, not the minutes on your calendar. In this session, we're going to cover 3 mini systems. 1, the offer system, how to define and name what you sell. 2, the pricing system, how to price based on results instead of time. And 3, the delivery system, how to fulfill in a way that scales and protects your bandwidth. So let's start with the first, your offer system. Every great offer answers 3 questions. 1, who is it for? 2, what problem does it solve? And 3, what system delivers the result? Most fractionals skip question 3, and that's why their proposals feel like a resume instead of a solution. Inside of FractionalOS, we turn your skills into a named outcome-driven framework. Instead of selling fractional COO support, you sell a 90-day operations reset, a structured engagement where you install a lightweight process map, align metrics, and reduce operational chaos by 50% in 90 days. That framing does 3 things instantly. 1, it creates clarity for the client. 2, it signals systems instead of ad hoc help. And 3, it lets you charge for an outcome, not for hours. Every strong offer inside of FractionalOS is anchored to a defined outcome, something the client can point to and measure. It might be faster decision-making, cleaner financial visibility, smoother operations, or new revenue capacity. The more specific and quantifiable the result, the higher the perceived value. When you articulate what changes for the client, you're no longer selling services, you're selling progress. Start building yours by listing every deliverable you perform, grouping them by the result they create, and then wrapping each result in a time-bound container. 30, 60, or 90 days generally works best. Clients love defined windows because they can see the finish line and measure success. You love them because it gives you boundaries and control. Once your offer is clear, pricing stops being guesswork and starts being in alignment, aligning value, market, and context. Inside of FractionalOS, every price is built around 3 levers: outcome, market, and location. These factors ensure you're never underpricing for real impact or overpricing in smaller markets. First, outcome. The measurable result your system creates. A short diagnostic that delivers clarity might start around $2,000 to $5,000. A full 90-day system build where you install process, reporting, accountability typically lands anywhere between $10,000 and $20,000 per month per engagement. And a fractional partnership where you maintain and oversee that system long-term usually ranges from anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 a month, depending on the complexity of the businesses, how many moving parts your system supports, all the way up to $15,000 to $20,000. Then we adjust for market and location. A manufacturing company in the Midwest won't pay what a venture-backed startup in San Francisco will, and that's expected. The context defines the ceiling. The key is transparency. You're pricing the system, not your time. You're showing clients the value of predictable outcomes, results they can measure and rely on, not billable hours. Because when you tie pricing to outcomes and context, every proposal feels balanced, credible, and easy to say yes to for both you and them. Great packaging falls apart if delivery feels improvised. Most fractional executives don't lose deals because of skill. They lose them because the delivery process looks vague. Founders want confidence. They want to know exactly what they're getting and how progress will be tracked even before they say yes. That's why inside of FractionalOS, we built the delivery system, a repeatable 3-milestone framework that gives clients visibility, builds trust, and accelerates the sales cycle. When prospects can see the system, they decide faster. Milestone number 1, kickoff and assessment. You start off by mapping the current state, gathering metrics, and defining what success looks like in measurable terms. This builds trust. Clients see that your system starts with clarity and not guesswork. Milestone 2, the system build. This is where your framework comes to life. You install the processes, the templates, and the tools that deliver the promised outcomes. Whether it's smoother operations, cleaner reporting, or scalable workflows. Weekly rhythm calls and a shared KPI tracking system show real-time progress so the client always knows where things stand. Milestone number 3, optimization and handoff. You refine what's working, document the final system, and hand over ownership with a clear continuation plan. The business walks away with self-sustaining structure, not dependency. The FractionalOS KPI tracking system is the backbone here. It lets you and your client monitor results transparently, which builds long-term credibility and keeps engagements cleanly scoped. The delivery system proves that you're not selling advice. You're delivering predictable results through structure. That clarity builds trust before the sale, shortens the buying decision, and turns every client into proof that your system works. So let's pull it all together. Your offer system defines what you sell and who it's for. Your pricing system aligns your fee with the value you create and the market you serve. And your delivery system keeps projects profitable, visible, and built on trust. When you package and price your expertise this way, you stop being an option and you then become the logical choice. If you'd like to see exactly how to build these systems for your own business, download the free FractionalOS Starter Kit. The link is below. Inside, you will find the offer builder worksheet, the pricing framework template, and delivery system checklist that you can plug in today. Then watch video 4, Client Acquisition Systems for Fractional Executives, where I'm going to show you how to take the offer you just built and turn it into a repeatable client getting engine. Subscribe if you haven't yet, because every week I'm going to share practical systems-based steps that help fractional executives use structure to get their next client.